Gotta start the barbecuer. What's up, 317? Lewis, I'm late. Like I'm pregnant, you mean? 317, you're thinking about making a sitcom? I'll be right back, you guys. Oh yeah. Gonna be grilling a couple of steaks. Oh yeah. I'll be right back. So this is my way, or my new learned way of starting the fire. I got a little paper towel here. I'm gonna fold it up a little bit. We're gonna grill some steaks. Maybe start a fire in the fire pit and just chill out tonight. I don't know. What are we doing? All right, so yeah, we're gonna take this. I'm gonna take some of this lighter fluid. We're gonna squirt a little bit of that on there. Not a lot though. I'm gonna set it right there. Try to stack this charcoal. Never likes to stack very well. Likes to fall over. Big problem. That actually went all right. What's up, Blaze? We're gonna grill some steaks. Starter chimney. So I start out with the little fire starter thing down in there. Then I put a stack of charcoal on top of that because inside of this thing, it's kind of got room in the bottom there for that stack of charcoal, right? So I need to put that over that. And then that stack of charcoal that's up under there will ignite the charcoal that's going to be in this chimney. What's What's up, Frosty? It's maybe a little too much. Yeah. It's a little windy out here, though. Now we just got to light a corner of this napkin. And it's going to go. Don't want the phone too close because it will get hot. The napkin should burn out fairly quick. Oh, dude, the chimes are always going. Just making music out here. What if there was a sitcom that used the idea of a flawed, delusional people as the characters and their absurd reliance on technology mixed in with their messed up lives? I don't know, man. That sounds like real life. That sounds like reality TV. Still a little bit of flame down there. Just got to be enough to keep her going. Get that charcoal rolling. That butt to the extreme. Oh, thank you. I've been told I've got cakes. I don't know. I don't know what that means. What type of steaks are they? You're going to have to wait and find out. Callie went and bought them. I'm not sure. It's going to take several minutes. There's still flames down in there, though. That's pretty impressive. Normally, I got to use my little propane igniter thing, or sometimes, you could just use charcoal or that lighter fluid. And I used to sit there and squirt lighter fluid all over every single piece of charcoal, and I'd probably use like at least 10 times as much lighter fluid as I just used to get this going. Yeah, the chimney thing is nice. I've been using that. I've kind of known about that too, actually, because when I was a kid, my grandfather made one of those out of a coffee can. Only he would use a pair of vice grips, and he would clip onto the side of it with the vice grips, and then he would tie a string around the end of that vice grips, and he'd sit there and swing that coffee can around in the air once it was lit. And within just a couple of minutes, that thing would be smoking like crazy because of him swinging it around. Like, I think he put like one charcoal briquette in the bottom that was actually on fire, and then stack everything else in there on top of it, and then swing that thing around. And yeah, it would get going pretty quick. Yeah, I was in the creek earlier. That was fun. That shit's probably like 40 degrees or something. I'm not really sure how cold it is, but it was pretty damn cold. I was wearing my half-body wetsuit. So that's the only reason I was in there. like that. It's going. I can feel heat right here. That's how I know it's working, or you know, it's lit. Well, and I can also see some smoke, but yeah, it's nice down there. I got some more gravel too. Actually, I need to do some of that. We got the fire pit situation, as you can see, and I brought in some dirt to try to level it out a little bit. Filled in a couple of holes as well. Yeah, I got some gravel in the back of the truck, and we gotta get it. The dogs are tired. They had a big day swimming around. I did see the fish friends. They were definitely there. There was definitely fish friends. Here's my buckets of gravel. Buckets of fun. They weigh a shitload. And of course, they're the cheap ass buckets, so these handles hurt like hell to even try to use. And eventually they just break, and then you're just trying to pick it up by this wire, which is like cutting your fingers off. Watch out, ladies. Move it or lose it. Got my trusty Cartman. I got one upgraded bucket. See that green one? That's the upgraded deluxe. Let me show you. Look at this handle. Now that, you know, I had to have pack-a-punched this bucket. So yeah, basically I would get this bucket full of gravel, and then I use this bucket to get the gravel up to my truck, and then I would just put it directly into these buckets up here on the tailgate. Like, I wasn't even lifting these buckets, because fuck that. I did the first day, and one of the handles went to shit on me. Yeah, that's all. Fuck. Broken. Useless. Okay, it's not, maybe not that heavy. All right, we're gonna go one bucket at a time, because this cart will probably flip over if I do more than that. Well, let's stand right in the way, ladies. Come on, that way. Yep. water in my shirt. That's a pack-a-punch bucket, Lewis. Of course I'm excited about it. Watch out. Be careful. It's buckets of gravel, for cripe's sake. It is heavy, though. It's real heavy. Oh, that handle just broke. Good. One more bucket. I feel like you can make those difficult. What? Oh, it takes like forever for that charcoal to get going, so we're good. We got time. We did it. What's up, zombie boss? Yeah, we're messing with some gravel now. I had to strap it in to the back of my truck so the buckets wouldn't fall over. And I didn't want to leave this ratchet strap all screwed up. and just throw it in the back. Right. Yeah. It is warm out. Yeah. Now you guys get to watch me work. Isn't that the fun part? I watch you guys work all week while I play video games, and now you get to sit here and watch me work. It is beautiful here. It's really nice. It's pretty much how it's gonna go, probably for half the summer until I got this done. Hell, I don't even know if you guys can see me right now. Let me make sure. Nope. So there I was, working my ass off. Working my ass off. How far out am I going with the gravel? Probably, you see where the edge of this dirt is, at least to there. But I'll show you once I get my fat ass out of the way. You'll be able to see what I got just poured just now. Not very much. Yeah, it is nice gravel. Once it's dry, it's really nice to stand on it. Yeah, some of it's fairly fine. And then there's, like, you can see the larger rocks that I've found. They're not really that big, though. It's hot, you guys. I'm working. I'm sweating. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Look at this, though. Oh, yeah. It's getting real hot. Still has some time, though. If I look down in there, I can see the fire at about halfway up, so it's probably got a good 5-10 minutes. So I used to believe, and they will say in the directions for charcoal, that you need to wait until all the charcoal is turned white. And, you know, if you do that, you basically limit yourself to about half an hour of cook time. And, you know, you really don't have to do that. What I do is, you can see how it's smoking like this. After, 10, maybe almost 15 minutes, it'll stop smoking. And, the coals will still be black on the top, but there won't be any more smoke rolling out of here like this. And that's when I dump my coals, because pretty much everything's burning at that point, and if you wait, like I said, if you wait longer, then you won't have a lot of charcoal time. You're down for a shirtless stream? The world isn't even ready for that. I'll tell you what the world is ready for, though. Knives. Just one truffle shuffle? I don't even know how to do the truffle shuffle. I could definitely do a cartwheel. Might jam my wrist, though. Yeah, it ain't 5 in the morning now. So basically, let me show you guys the backside of the target range. The backside of the target is that wall section right there. Kidding? But yeah, it's on the other side of that wall. So it's quite loud, because it's like hitting a wall of plywood with even more wood on the other side. out here with my war against boobs. We will kill the boobs. I don't want you guys to see my third nip. It's very embarrassing. How well you guys can see. Probably just see my big ass back right there. Let's go over this way a little bit. Ooh, you know what? I can turn this around and then see what you guys see. Hold on. Hold on. Terrible. I can't even tell what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm standing too close. Not one. Whoops. Whoops. 3. That one went through the seam there. Real ninjas are right-handed. I am right-handed. Hey, that's Luke Clark. I know this guy. I think it might be looking mirrored, dude, but I'm definitely right-handed. Oh. Ah. I was aiming for this up here, so that was not good. It's going pretty good, man. I'm just grilling some steaks and throwing knives. Yeah, you guys, I know Luke in real life. You should check out his channel. He does a bunch of drone work and shit. Badass. No. Nope. Whoops. Yeah, that's 6. Ugh. It's hot. Oh, you could hit it. No. Oh, man. That's what keeps me out here is I'll throw and miss all of them, and then I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah, you might have to stop by and try this out, dude. I don't know where I'm supposed to be standing here. It's not where I'm at, I think. Yikes. Ooh. 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 Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. I'd say they died. Two of the neck. That's if they stood right there, you know, and let me throw at them. That's if they didn't grab the knives and throw them back. Ugh. Nice, Luke. I'm gonna have to check that out. Throw them at us. Put the camera on the board. That's a really bad idea. Really, really bad. Kelly's like, no, no, no. All right. We got to check the charcoal, you guys. It's probably ready. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, fucking bee. Yeah, they hit pretty hard. Like, I'm throwing them pretty hard. That might be why I'm fucking missing. No, I wish I had some throwing stars. I've got the Trauma Hawk, but I've never thrown that. It's that Zombie Tools axe, you know. Ugh. I am sweating my ass off. Ugh. It's definitely burning now. Watch out, Molly. The dogs are always exactly where I need to be. All right, now that we dumped the charcoal, we're gonna spread it out a little bit. Since I'm doing steaks, we're gonna do like 50-50. It's so hot. It may be a little more like 60-40. Wow, wow, wow. All right, get that in there. Now, yeah, you too, Luke. See you later, man. Now that I got the grill on there, I'll need to scrape her down, but the stuff that's on there is kind of stuck on there pretty well, and that's usually how it is when you first start. So what I like to do right here is throw the lid on. That's gonna bring the heat up quite a bit, and then it will make it to where all that stuff stuck to the grill will kind of like get all crusty, and then it comes off a lot easier. If you try to scrape on it on like a cold grill or whatever, you know, it will take you forever, and your little brush thingy will get all screwed up, you know, with a bunch of barbecue sauce and whatever. It gets all gummed up. Then it doesn't even want to work. Bring the meat. We will in just a moment. Ooh, there's a nice breeze coming through. All right, I think it might have been on there long enough. Oh, thank you. I do take my time to try to get this really clean. Like I'm going at each individual grill bar. I don't care so much about the stuff on the sides or underneath, but I want that top to be clean. That should do it. Now I need to close the thing in the bottom a little bit. I usually put it at about halfway. Mine's kind of bent out of shape though, so it's not working very well. It's not sealing. Better brushing than Cobra, you know it. I think that is pretty much any brushing. All right. Here's what we got. We got some asparagus and some steaks, I reckon. So I'm gonna start out, I'm gonna put the asparagus on the side that's not over the coals. And then I'll put the steaks on over the coals. Right. Yeah, they're T-bones. Oh yeah. So we're going to start out here on side number 1. And we're going to hope to go for about 5 to 10 minutes. Well, probably 5 minutes. These aren't that thick of steaks. See how we already got some flame coming up? We're only going to allow that to happen for a couple of minutes here. Maybe a solid minute. You can always, I don't flip them, but you can kind of pick them up and look at them. It's just barely got some sear marks on it right now. Probably olive oil and a bunch of seasonings and crap. All right, we're getting there. Oh. My tongs are short. All right, flame's been going long enough. Now I'm going to throw the lid on. The lid will put the flame out. You'll know the flame's out when smoke starts rolling out of this hole like crazy. And then we want to leave it on that side still for just another minute or so. Actually, I'm going to grab my meat thermometer. Meat. What's up, Boom? I always forget I have this thing. All right, we might want to check it out because they were getting pretty done on that one side. The flames picked right back up. See, that one's getting more done than that one. That one's barely seared. That one's almost blackened. Now we'll just sit here and wait. Same thing. We'll give it a few minutes to get flamed. Get flamed. Get flammed. Yeah. Yeah, 5 or 10 minutes usually after I pull them off. Usually, you know, there's a bunch of sides and stuff that got to be done as well, so that's about when you can do that anyway. I don't put butter on them. I don't do that. Let's see. Beef, medium, I need 160. Or medium rare, I need 145. It's only like 120 right now. Some tofu dogs, I could lay those down in the yard and watch my own dogs not eat them. I've seen the butter on steak. I've seen it in restaurants and stuff. That's a big thing where they put it on as they're cooking it, and then they put it on after they cook it because it makes it way more juicy, you know. Yeah, I don't think it's really necessary unless you're cooking your steaks well done, but then I think you're kind of screwing it up, you know. Carnivore diet seems too good to be true. I feel like it's not been a thing long enough for people to figure it out, but it's probably going to be like one of those cases where you're going to see a bunch of people dropping dead from heart attacks and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, stop doing the carnivore diet." It could be some sort of conspiracy where they don't want us to eat meat though as well. Sons of bitches. There, we just sent a signal and we're going to check the underside of this steak. That's pretty well done. Well, it's pretty well seared. So now we're going to switch sides and pull these over here. Ooh, the fat's coming right off that. I'm not very happy with how much sear I got on this one side, but that's going to have to be because I don't flip twice. Let me check my internal temperatures. About 130. Yeah, 130-ish. So now I like to bake the steaks the rest of the way. Put the lid on. That'll bring the temperature right up. And you know, the steaks already have a fairly decent char. That one doesn't have it on the one side, but that's all right. But either way, freaking Johnny Guns, what's up, Grinch? So yeah, now that those are on there. Yeah. My dogs, dude, they're just passing out. These motherfuckers. Normally, when I'm cooking steaks, they're like, oh shit. Why are they so tired? Because I got them from Johnny fucking Guns. That's why. You know they're tired when they don't even give a shit. That deer will get eaten by your bear? Probably not. There's shitloads of deer out here. There's 2 of them now. There's probably like 4 over there. I was just over there throwing knives a minute ago. Yeah, I could get a bunch of big game meat right now. I reckon. I gotta check temperatures. We're getting there. Definitely getting there. They're hungry. Maybe. So he's easy there, mama dear. What are you doing? What are you doing there, mama dear? Yeah. What are we doing? Yeah, they're pretty much town deer, dude. They live in town, so they're kind of used to people. Yeah. Next week on the grill, we're having deer. I'm not sure when the asparagus is actually done. Just kind of wing it. I guess I can open it and look. Huh. Man, that is wrapped up like a birthday present. Jesus. It needs a little longer. You. Dude, there's no way I could get one of those deer with the katana. No way. All right, I am going to bring the steaks in the house for now because the dogs are eyeballing them big time. What's up, Scottman? Yeah, we gotta let this shite go now, and then I think I might start a fire out here in my fire pit. We gotta go get some fucking wood though. I don't know how am I gonna bring you guys to go get wood? Maybe I'll set you up to watch like this. You're gonna have to be over here, and I'll grab it from there. Yeah, I have not done shit with that garden in the last 2 years though, dude. It's just overgrown and fucked right now. I don't know. I'll probably do something next year, but so not this year, but last year I didn't do a very good job of sealing it off from the dogs, and they got in there and they shit everywhere. And so then when I went to go deal with the garden last spring, there was freaking dog shit everywhere, and I was like, this is bullshit, and it just really discouraged me. Like, they had shit all in the potters with like the strawberries and stuff, and just ruined everything. So I was like, yeah, this is fucked. So then I basically didn't do anything with it. And then this year I had it in me to do it, and then I don't know why I didn't. I was definitely going to garden this year, and then I think the year just crept up on me so fast that I don't know. Time flew. But yeah, I plan on getting a bunch of straw this fall and just layering it all over the garden and killing off all the tall grass and whatnot. And then I'm going to try to really hit it hard next year and actually have a garden. But yeah, it sucks. Anyway, back to the fire.
You have your herb garden.
Yeah. I mean, I do have an herb garden out front. Let me show you that real quick. And then I've also got a little bit raspberry patch I've been working on. Molly, watch out. You're not going with me. No. No, you little mollywog. Hold on. Yeah, fresh herbs are expensive. That's kind of why I have this out here. I can't see worth the shit. But yeah, all that tall green right there, that's all mint. And there's a lot of it. Like if I show you. And that's thyme right there kicking butts. Well, it's not really kicking butts. It's barely visible, but it's there. And then all the purple blooms, those are chives. The tall stuff is asparagus, which still needs a couple of years probably to be useful or edible. And then more chives underneath the air conditioner thingy. There's also some regular grass in there that I need to pull out. And then that's a rhubarb over there in the corner. Yeah, I got a mint of mint. I got a fucking ant on my leg. And over here I got this rosemary. It's about 2 years old now. Rosemary is really expensive in the store too. I think I'll show you how big this mother trucker is. Yeah. It's a lot of rosemary. That's like $200 worth of rosemary if you bought it in the store. Like a shit you not, man. All right, we're gonna go into the woodshed. Get some wood. For outdoor stuff, I try to use all my long shit. I got a bunch of stuff that doesn't fit in my fireplace too much or too well. Yeah, maybe I can come up with a really good strain of rosemary mixed with fucking energy drink. Holy shit, that's a dense piece of wood there. There's only about 3 or 4 spiders on each piece of wood. Here at the grocery store, dude, if you go into the produce section, you can buy little plastic packets of rosemary, thyme, and chives, all that. And it's seriously like, I don't even know what it would be in weight. It would be like less than one of the branches on that plant out there for like $8. Like when I want to make herb nest chicken, it costs like $35 if I go there and buy all the herbs that I need. And I really do need rosemary, thyme, and chives to make the herb nest chicken. Yeah, that would be the only way to do it if you were going to get into like having a restaurant. You'd want to have a damn chicken farm. Chicken farms. Real chicken. Real farms. All right, I think the asparagus might be done. I'm going to bring that in real quick, you guys. Good job, ladies. All right, we need some kindling, I reckon. Cartman's Cantina. I guess this big piece is probably the best kindling piece. Kindling. not be the best piece. Give me my maul. You fucker. Nothing. See it though. This piece sucks. There are a couple pieces. That might be the piece right there. Might be good. Yeah. You can split that wood with your bare hands? No way. Whoa. See, I'm trying to take a chunk off. Almost took a chunk off my foot. Perfect. That's probably enough. I like some medium pieces. Right. We got a lot of kindling. Woo! Ugh. Yeah. Reckon. I'm the one that started the fire. Oh yeah, fire. Now whip out my guitar. Oh yeah, let me play you guys a little song about life. Yeah, we just have the wind chimes. Wind chimes is best I can do. All right, I'm gonna go dish up, you guys. I'll be right back. Oh, good. Girls, quit sharking. Oh, it feels good to sit down. I did some work today, you guys. Sweating like crazy right now. Got me a little forehead sweat action. And look at that. Here's my dinner. I don't know. I don't even know how to eat salad. I'm too shaky to get this to my mouth. Look at Molly's like, I'll eat that. I'll eat the shit out of that. I don't even know what that is, but I'll eat it. Callie didn't think it was done enough, so she had to throw it in the oven. Which there's still plenty of heat coming off this grill right now, but this drink is like, it's peach ring flavored. Let's see how I did. It's a little pink, not bad though. I was going for about medium-ish. No, the drink is sweet. It's just like sugary. I don't know. I don't even know if it's sugar. The steak is really juicy. Oh, you would put this meat all up in your mouth, Lewis. You'd probably be like this. I know it. Oh yeah, Scottman. Molly here is the type of dog, not Smokey there, but Yeah, they will jump up on the counter. Well, Molly here will jump up on the counter and fucking eat whatever. Take it nice. Good girl. Smokey gets this one. Good girl. And Molly. And then Smokey. Good girls. Got a little slobber on my hand though. Yeah, Smokey can't really jump up much anymore because her hips are going to shit on her. All right, now I get a piece, ladies. Maybe two. Yeah. Old Smokey. No, get your face away from my plate, though. You're being rude. You're being rude. Like a princess. You guys want some salad? They don't want no salad. Mmm. That turned out real good. Yeah. Now I better eat some more of this galldarn salad. It is good. It's Asian salad, so it's got some celery, some almonds. Scottman, you've been a member for 18 months. That's awesome, dude. All right, Lewis, hold on. I got a piece for you. Here, Lewis, you can have this little piece right here. Ew, it looks weird all close up, though. Smokey's about to jump for it. Lewis, that was totally your piece, but Smokey got it. You're going to have to take that up with Smokey. Lewis is over here. Over the line! Smokey man. Mark that score at 8. Fire's burning down. Yeah, we gotta get another small dog. Times is tough without a small dog. Oh, I'm hitting the meat wall. Smokey's like, oh, really? Meat wall, you say, hey. We're back up. I will knife hand every one of you. Best part of the T-bone's the back side of the bone here. Mine doesn't have much on it though. Some cuts, you know, you won't get much of, you won't get hardly any on there. I don't know what this part's called. Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh, a piece of meat in my feef. Yeah. Lewis is gonna hit a meat wall later tonight, right after dinner. All right. Well, now this little chunk of, there's like a bone in that. Want this bone, Smokey? You be careful with it. It's a bone. Holy shit, no. 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 You were supposed to chew that up. I hope you're gonna be all right, Smokey. That's gonna really hurt when you shit. God damn it. That had like a sharp edge and everything. She just swallowed it whole. That's the worst. You think you're gonna give your dogs a treat? Like I could give them this and it'll be gone in 2 seconds. Babe, do you have your bone? I don't know if Callie's done with her steak yet, but we can give our bones to the dogs here. Since they're just swallowing pieces whole. Callie's got hers. All right. Well, if you bring yours out, I can give it. give it to Molly. Probably I'll give mine to the Grenader.
Molly.
Smokey.
No,
Smokey.
Smokey.
Smokey, come here. It's got a bone. Go chew it up. Watch the camera, you freak. Bitches love bones, I'll tell you what. Oh yeah. Got ourselves a fire. She's burning now. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock at night for us right now, dude. And the sun is definitely well in the sky. Oh, thank you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all this random bullshit on the side of the garage, though. I gotta haul that shit off, you guys. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I kept all those things thinking I would need them for something. Climbing wall, you never know. You might need to scale a wall of a Japanese fortress or something. I could have used that somehow. All those boards underneath it, I mean, that's good wood. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna use it for, but it's not really that good either. But, you know, pool ladder, don't have the pool anymore, but that's still a ladder.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday I'll probably get rid of all of it and mow over there on this whole side of the garage. It's just a mess over here. That chair's bullshit. That's gotta go. That T thing is like the frame of a hammock that is no longer in existence. So much work.
Now she's taking her time with the bone. found.
She probably found a hard spot. Early stages of hoarding.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not hoarding shit. Except for this fire. Extreme close up. Whoa. You can see my gravel jobs coming in nicely though. Added a whole other layer down there. Or I get about halfway around the burn pit here every time I go down there. Well, the first trip I used just to fill in underneath the burn pit. And then second trip, I think I got enough for around the one side, you know, and then we're getting her filled in. I just want to cover up all that dirt. Probably have it go out a good 6 feet or more on all sides, you know, all the way around. The main reason I'm doing it is because, like, if it rains out here, it just gets muddy as shit all around this burn pit. It's no good. Ugh. My dirty bucket. My gimbal might go dead tonight. Pick up all these buckets actually. Hey, boom. Yeah, I found that rack thing to be kind of useful even when you don't want to cook anything on it, because there gets to be a lot of coals and shit popping around off this fire. And that rack kind of blocks a lot of them in. Boom, I saw you say something about you weren't going to be able to play or stream anymore or something for a while. I don't know. I did see that. That's not good. Now gather round the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you think this song sucks, then you better hit this bong.
That's smoky.
Oh my goodness. Is it really?
Yeah.
Look at this, you guys. Oh, no.
I'm gonna,
No.
Let me get this. There.
I can't figure out where anything
There.
is.
That's Smokey.
That was Smokey when she was a little puppy dog.
No. She
Now
still.
she's
Do
a
you see
big
she has
ass-
those markings though? Like
What?
on her chest.
Yeah.
Like she still has her markings.
Mm-hmm. All right, Boom. Well, yeah, that sucks, man. But hopefully everything works out. I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah. Sorry, Boom.
Ugh.
I just don't want to be in the shop.
Oh, good. Smokey. Where's your toys at?
Where's the babies? I don't know.
There's one right there.
Oh, there's the other one by the pool ladder.
Oh, yeah.
Go get one of their toys and throw it. I think they're fighting over. Things. Smokey's like, nah, I'm too tired.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She's got your toy,
Molly's
Smokey.
got the baby.
She's got your toy.
Oh, not a baby.
What are you going to do about it, Smokey?
Nothing. She's too tired.
Yeah.
I really want to open that s'more, that s'mores kit.
Oh, yeah. We bought a s'mores kit at Costco.
It does come with graham crackers and everything.
Yeah, graham crackers, marshmallows, and then peanut butter cups, regular chocolate, and then Hershey's with caramel. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never
It's-
seen it before.
Yeah, I've never seen those like sold on the shelf, so it's must be just for that.
What the hell?
It all of a sudden started playing the sound. I don't know. Turn it down. You're gonna start looping.
I looped and looped.
You're pooping and looping now.
It sounded like gunshots for a second.
That's the crackling fire, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they're hearing.
Yeah. We are lucky ducks.
Yep. We're just chilling here.
We should try to go live at the crick.
Yeah. We'll have to do that as a video, I think, because you get like 1 or 2 bars down there. We'd be coming through in a really pixelated 360p or some shit. Or it'd be like a radio station.
Does Boom still have his computer, or is that the problem?
I don't know. He has not said. Yeah, Boom, if you want to tell us why you can't do all that, or, you know, stream and stuff, or yeah, you can message us later if you don't feel like saying, but
just make sure we were just making sure your PC didn't break. Well, they're gonna quit as soon as you.
yeah,
It's a situation with the food.
they need water. I gotta get them some water. Water!
You're gonna be sore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Cartman's not really been on any Discord because he's been playing solo games. He hasn't even been playing except for what you guys see him streaming.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Normally I play more than I stream.
Uh-oh. She's already struggling.
Well, it ain't got that far yet.
Oh. What?
Let's try and find targets.
Yeah, we just need a new game. What was that guy saying this morning? A mix between DayZ and Project Zomboid?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Surround Dead or something.
Around Dead. Girls, one at a time. I really wanted to grill something on top of that.
Yeah.
But I'm scared that it's not
Food safe or whatever.
food safe yet.
I would think you would only want to do like
Stuff in,
pots
like,
and pans on that. Yeah.
foil and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot even tonight. You did dinner and then you went and threw knives.
You did all
Started
that
the fire.
gravel too.
Oh yeah, the gravel. And you got in the water. Put the pump in.
Yeah. That pump's heavy too. That thing weighs a good 60 or 70 pounds.
Change the lock or change the links in the.
I had to span the links or stretch the links on a chain for our property because we changed the padlock on it, but the lock that I bought was so big that the shackle for it wouldn't go through the chain on the gate. So I had to sit there with a little like spanner tool and a fucking flathead screwdriver and pry these links, stretch these links open. I thought I was gonna be able to do it with a pair of needle nose pliers, which did not happen. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep real good tonight, I reckon.
This motherfucking weeds coming up already in there.
I just didn't get it buried.
Well, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah, once we get it all graveled out, we can just spray
Round up.
this down with all sorts of chemicals.
Yeah, he needs a break of doing work. He did too much. Oh.
Oh, I feel like Smokey.
Careful.
Just curl up on the bed over there.
Why are the mats out?
I put them out. I was laying on them and looking at the stars the other night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he might sleep on a mat tonight out here.
I'm afraid to lay on those right now. I might fall asleep. Except for Smokey's over there drooling on them for some reason.
Smokey, stop drooling.
Smokey, are you a good girl? Oh, it's a good girl. Yeah,
Back to the fire.
it's a good girl. Fire almost looks too real on here.
Yeah, it does. iPhone 16.
It's freaking me out.
You're lucky you didn't fucking break it when you put them.
When I threw the knives at it?
Yeah. I would've
Please,
killed-
I'm a professional.
You know, I have insurance on one phone. You know whose phone it is?
Yours?
No.
Mine?
Yeah.
Nice. That's smart. Do you think they'll ask questions if there's a throwing knife stuck right in the screen?
Yeah. They might.
Smokey,
I
whose
don't
toy
know
is
what
that?
Verizon's knife throwing policy is.
Yeah, we should ask them. Do you cover breakage from throwing knives?
Smokey is a happy dog.
Yeah.
She hates Molly.
Just a happy dog. See, that's why I named her Smokey. If you listen to that grunting she's doing, she's been doing that since she was a pup, since she was little tiny pup. Like, that's why I named her Smokey, because I thought, oh man, she kind of grunts just like a bear.
Go lay down, girls. Take it somewhere else. No, they can't, Lewis. I've watched Cartman break many an iPhone. And our son is awful with screens. Girls.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I think it's Lonely Island. They made that song Ground, or threw it on the ground because of me. Well, you got a spider on you.
Where?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
It's on your shirt.
I hate that when you do that. You're not even fucking... You're just like, I'm like, where? And you don't even want to...
Well, I told you there was one on you.
Next time you have
The other
something
day
on
we
you-
were in the house, we were in the kitchen, and when I watched one run across the floor and start crawling up her leg, and I was like, you got a spider on you? And she's just like, where? And I just fucking started laughing.
It wasn't fucking funny.
She was getting pissed off because I wouldn't tell her where. And I just did the same thing, basically.
Bye, Boom.
You're gonna take a shower? All right, Boom, have a good one, man.
Yeah, he's not as bad as Cobra with his phones. He had the last one. That last one you had, I don't think I replaced it. It was an iPhone 12 or 13.
12.
12. Yeah, we had
I kept that
12s.
one for a couple years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a couple year run where I was not keeping phones for very long. Aiden James, you're new to this live. Oh, good.
Welcome, Aiden. That,
Molly's all excited.
yeah. Our son's home.
This is what you're dealing with, Aiden. You can leave now. I'm just kidding, by the way, but yeah, seriously.
You have a spider on you.
I don't care. I like spiders. I hope one gives me the Spider-Man superpowers.
Well, it's not.
I hope he bites me right on my wiener.
What the?
That would have been an interesting plot twist, right? If Spider-Man would have got bit on his junk.
And then what?
He would have
How
had
do
to
you-
shoot webs out of his dick.
Does it say where he was bitten on his body?
Yeah, on his hand.
That's why he can shoot webs.
Well, it's why he gets all of his powers, but I
Well,
think
then
it's
if-
why he ends up having the web shooter in his wrist is because he got bit right there on his hand.
No,
I'm pretty sure if he were to get bit on his dick, he would be able to then shoot web from his dick. He might be able to in general. We don't know.
does he shoot webs with both hands though? I thought he did both.
Yeah,
hands.
I think so. So
So it
that's the
doesn't
thing.
matter
He
when
probably
was bit.
can do it. Maybe but see, here's the thing. Maybe he can't shoot it out of his dick unless he's actually specifically bit on the dick.
You're going too deep with it.
That's what Mary Jane said when Spider-Man shot it out of his dick.
No, I'm tired.
It's probably the plot of the X-rated parody. Probably.
Or so you've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Scottman said I'm not going deep enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was looking at it. I was thinking about it.
Giving everyone motion
Oh, yeah, I was
sickness.
thinking about it, and then I changed my mind.
You have so much ADD. You can't leave
It's
it alone.
it's about right.
I know, but you've been messing with it the whole time. Just leave it. He can't stand
You
it.
just smoked a cigar and came in. You've been staying in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Nice. I got some fucking pot that I'm smoking on. Somewhere around here. There's my peace pipe.
Molly? I need to grind some more up. It's not wanting to focus.
Focus.
Go back a little. There you go.
What's it smell like? It smells kind of lemonish with a little bit of root rot. No, it's, lemonish, probably with some nitrogen smell, I guess, is probably what I'm smelling.
Molly, get good. Look at now her. She looks all rough.
Yeah, she needs to be brushed out again.
Damn it.
Hold on, I got a bag of it.
Sorry, Lewis. Not allowed. He went inside.
This stuff is called pave. I think I was working with some what was that? It's some kind of kush. the other stuff in the grinder right now.
How many snippets?
No, I can't remember. It's some kind of kush, but yeah. Let's see what the pave looks like. See if I can get it to focus. I wonder if I click. No, it doesn't work.
You have to kind of go out and then there. Yeah, we used to do homegrown, but
I was buying the caramels, but Callie will sometimes make what's it called?
gummies.
Gummies. I'll show you what we make it with.
He's gonna bring his whole setup out here. Yeah, I haven't made caramels. Just the gummies. I could make caramels though. It wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. Oh, you got the oil.
So this is coconut oil that's been infused with stuff, as you can see. And that's a big ass quart jar, almost full. It doesn't take much of this, like a half of a cup, to do like a batch of brownies or something, you know?
No,
Or a batch of how much?
brownies is only a quarter cup of that.
Oh, okay.
The gummies is a half a cup, but we end up making like almost 100 gummies.
Yeah. Like if she makes gummies with this, they'll last me like 2 months. And it, like I said, this jar would last probably like 3 years or some stupid shit.
It's coconut oil.
It's coconut oil. So yeah, it was as white as snow when we bought it, you know, and then you simmer your shit in it.
We found that plant needs plant, not.
Yeah, I used to do butter. Like I would simmer stuff in butter for hours, you know, like 18 hours or something. And then I thought that I was making really good edibles. And people that would eat my edibles would say they were really potent. And then I was bragging them up to this gal one day, and she was saying how hers were really good because she used coconut oil. And I was like, how good could they possibly be? And I ate one cupcake and I couldn't feel my face for about 2 days. I was like, whoa. It was way, way stronger than what I was making. And well, there was 2 things I wasn't doing. I was not decarbing my bud. So when you go to make edibles, you got to take all your trimmings or whatever you're working with and spread it out pretty even on like a cookie sheet. And then you, what is it, 300?
I do 275.
So you bake it in the oven for at 275 degrees for an hour, and it breaks one of the carbon molecules in the marijuana, which activates it. It's what happens when you burn weed. Oh, hey, Funko, by the way, sorry I didn't say hi, man. But anyway, so you decarb it in the oven, and that, like I said, activates it. And that's one of the ways that it makes it way stronger. But then also, like Callie was saying, you know, butter is animal fat and your weed is a plant material. So because coconut oil is also a plant material, it bonds better with the weed. And it just, that's why it's so much stronger to use coconut oil, because the coconut oil actually absorbs a hell of a lot more of the THC. And it's, I'm telling you, it's night and day difference. But yeah.
We wasted a lot of weed before.
And basically what I do is I get my bud and I just, when I break it up and I put it through my grinder, I pull a lot of stem pieces off and little chunks of leaf and stuff that I don't want to put in the grinder pretty much. And I put that all on a little tray. And then once it's built up on my tray pretty well, you know, it's kind of dried out for a couple of weeks or whatever. I put it in a jar and then I just fill the jar. And then once the jar is full, I've got about an ounce of trimmings like that. And then what is it? 2 cups? 2 cups of the coconut oil per ounce of trimmings. And I'm telling you, it's mostly stems and shit. But, and then you got to, you know, screen it off either with a good, you know, sifter thingy, or you could get some cheesecloth or something. But yeah, you got to screen it out really good and get all the plant material out, and then you just let it cool off and then put it in the fridge, and this shit will last you for a long time.
Yeah. But you can make anything with it.
Yeah.
I make like even no bake cookies, cakes, brownies, Rice Krispie treats.
Did you say Rice Krispies?
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, those are the bomb.
Yeah, or like any cereal, like if you have like Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity Pebbles, anything
Yeah.
like that with the marshmallow, and then just use it in place of your butter.
Yeah. Any recipe like that calls for vegetable oil or
Right,
butter,
just use.
you can substitute out with that oil.
And if you don't want it as potent, you don't have to.
Yeah, you could do half that oil and half regular vegetable oil or butter or whatever it calls for. But yeah, it's super potent. Yeah, no problem, Maiden.
We should make a video on it.
Yeah.
I don't know how YouTube feels about it though.
It seems like they're getting more lax because I've been seeing time lapses of like autoflowers and all this different stuff. Like a couple of years ago, if you even smoked pot on stream, they would be like banned, or not banned, but it, you know, the video would get blocked because in some countries it's illegal. But I think now maybe they are pretty good with the algorithm and just not showing it in those countries. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to chug that whole
Oh
jar
my
of
God,
oil for
Lewis.
science? Dude,
You-
you might actually die from weed. Like that, you might be like one of the first documented cases of someone really dying from weed. You go into a freaking coma, man.
You need to fluff your fire.
Yeah, my fire's dying down here.
Did Willie Nelson really die?
What?
That's
People be trolling with shit like that
That's
in live streams.
It's like when they tell Cobra that fucking Ozzy died.
I've been seeing R.I.P. Joe Rogan in live streams for at least 10 years. Like when he really dies, no one's gonna believe it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's our Ozzy.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't. He didn't die yet. I'm looking at it. He's still alive. 92 years old.
Yeah, I bet Willie Nelson's got some crazy pot. He's been smoking weed probably for.
He wouldn't fuck it. He just did a show. He's 92. He got a standing ovation.
I know, but his
Like-
tolerance for pot's got to be crazy.
No, he didn't die. He's not dead. Unless it's just now coming out and it's not on the news. But I Googled it. And last news he got was he just did a concert, got a standing ovation. 92 years old.
Joe Rogan will die with a roid needle in his butt. He might. He might do roids. I don't know.
God, remember when he had hair? When I watched like the Fear
Oh,
Factor?
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
the Fear Factor hair.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Fear Factor was crazy.
We need a show like that again.
Yeah. Willie was the only person to outsmoke Snoop. Snoop said himself. I believe it. That would be epic to see.
Can you imagine going to a
That's
smokeout with those
that.
two?
Now that I think about it, that needs to be a thing.
What?
Like smokeout competitions
Yeah, that's...
where you literally bring your best pot, and that's a big part of it, right?
Mhm.
Because if your opponent can't handle your bud, now you wouldn't want to allow them to just go off like harsh shit either. We're gotta be like potency,
Yeah.
so they're not just bringing some nasty shit and you just can't handle it. But yeah, we fucking have like a whole smoke fest competition. Holy shit, there's a bald eagle.
It's way over there.
Yeah, you guys can't really tell that
That
that's a bald
on
eagle.
the side of the road yesterday was crazy.
Yeah, there was one on the side of the highway yesterday that was like right there.
Oh yeah, Cobra would definitely make Fear Factor if eating crazy ass shit.
Yeah,
Like spam
he would be
nachos.
just like who is it on fucking Dave Chappelle when he goes on Fear Factor? Is it Tyrone? He goes on Fear Factor and he's just eating the elk penis like it's nothing.
Thanks, Aiden.
All right, Aiden. Yeah, have a good night, man.
Good
Appreciate
night.
you being here. Hopefully you can make some coconut oil. The best is to use actual bud, but I mean it's really costly to do it like that. But if you had some bud that didn't turn out, you know, if you harvested too early or something went wrong with it, you could use it. Tyrone Begums, yeah.
Oh, the robins are up in that tree with the nest. I just watched both of them fly. They're jumping around on those branches up there. Both of them. There's two of them. Oh, and it's coming in too. They're all up in the top of these.
There's a bunch of them.
Oh, what the hell is going on?
That was another one that went by.
Look at, they're all in that tree, but up top.
I can't aim that high.
I wonder if the neighbors made spam nachos out of the Korean beef spam.
It's gross.
I had to pick up their trash and there was like 7 things of spam.
That tree right there, we're gonna have to chop that thing down. That's a bunch of firewood.
Yep. You just go talk to that kid across the street.
Yeah, I could, or I could just go buy a chainsaw.
Well, he's got that machine. He can just like pick it up and drop it on the road where we need it.
True.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
You don't trust me?
No.
I knew it.
I trust that you can cut a tree down. For sure.
You don't trust that I won't just drop it right on the roof of the house?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I might, and I could, and I probably will.
Yeah, so that's a no-go. Thank you very much.
Fine.
And it's rotten as shit. Who knows what's
That
gonna
ain't
happen.
rotten. If it was rotten, the wind would take it down. The bark is falling off it up there, though.
I know.
That needs to come down this year, probably, or it'll probably come down on its own next year. I'll go up there and start pushing on it. Get
No,
it to
Dad,
fall.
do not. No, we're not doing a chainsaw stream.
Lewis said I got to do it.
No.
I've been wanting a chainsaw anyway, Lewis. I'm gonna get me a steel. A fucking 361. I don't know. The birds are going crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
My hair looks real good.
Yeah, you look like a crazy person.
Nice. That's pretty much the look I was going for. Yeah, my dad used Husqvarna or Huskies growing up, and I thought those were the best brand. And they might have been back when I was a kid, but I think Still or Steel or however people say it, I call it Still. Yeah, I think they ended up being the better brand here. They're about the same, really. I'd say it's splitting hairs, or they're damn near same saw, But I think it does come down to Still being more widely available, and there's like more parts for them and shit. Huskies are becoming more rare. Am I stranded on an island? Look, I was going for Hayachi Mishima, but we'll go island stranded too. Fuck. The birds are going crazy up there. Crazy. Yeah, I need to get a chainsaw because then I can go out in the woods and chop down some trees and bring home some firewood. I built racks for my truck, and if I don't load up some wood in there and haul it, I'm gonna feel like a real idiot. They can't just be garbage racks. It's starting right now, Lewis. We're getting into the early days of it. My hair is growing, I swear. I can't remember the last time I cut it, but yeah,
It's for Nacho Libre now.
yeah. Well, yeah, and I was looking at the costumes for that. They're bullshit. I might have to make one. Might have to do it the same way he did it. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Well, shit, you guys. I think I'm going to shut her down. Gimbal's about dead. Phone's going strong, though. The battery on this new phone's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
I've been live for a couple of hours, and it's at 31%. And I think when I started, it was at like 70.
Yeah, you did. You charged it last night,
Yeah.
and you were live this morning too.
Yep.
It's pretty good battery.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, have a good night, you guys.
Night, Lewis.
Hope you had a good dinner. Or you enjoyed watching me eat dinner.
Yeah. Now I gotta go clean the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, take it easy, Lewis. Everybody else that's up there,
Yep.
have a good one.